Just living out of our truck here in Long Beach. Not really, we're staying on a really nice boat that a friend of us let us borrow. But we're still kind of living out of our truck. We're sleeping on the boat. We're here at Rad Dan, Mr. Radiator Dan's shop, Rad Industries. We're gonna store our trailer here for the next few days because LA is insane for parking. And he was nice enough to give us a spot. So I've never been here before, so we're gonna check it out. I've already seen more Supras here today than I've seen in the last 6 months where I live, so. If it's anything like where you guys live, like I don't see them very often where I'm at. Tandem bike, gotta have the tandem bike.
Let's do a countdown. There's one Supra.
Yeah.
Oh.
One. A real car back there too, see that?
I don't see it.
The green one, the little clown shoe.
I don't see it.
2 Supras, 3 Supras, 4 Supras. That's an FC, RX-7, never mind. But Dan had a pretty bad wreck this weekend, so I'm sure he's gonna be in there fixing this thing as soon as possible. He stuffed the front and the rear really, really good. Oddly enough, he's putting a radiator in. Radiator Dan putting a radiator in.
But I can't hit this with a jack.
Have you told everybody that story yet?
Like 4 times.
Okay, cool. So he's getting his smash and bash Supra together for Orlando right now. We oddly enough both blew the front and back ends of our cars off within the first 10 laps of 2018. Yeah!
It's gonna happen again.
Fucking high five to that. Boom. So we're here at Rad Industries with Rad Dan. It's a sick little FC here on some old Wedge wheels. Sick BMX bike that looks like it has not been ridden enough yet. Need to get out and ride that, Dan. Dan's inside working. Here's Chelsea. There's Dan if you don't know Dan. What's up? They're redoing the back half of their car because he did some crash and bash action at Long Beach. It's pretty fancy though.
It may or may not be better than it used to be.
No, it seems like it.
I'll test it on the next track.
It's a pretty sick radiator duct too. Boost brigade, bro.
Yeah, the radiator Dan.
Got that HGK steering wheel sock. Samsonite sequential gearbox. He's just painting, fixing the front end and stuff on the car, so he's got his motor covered. But it's got a 2J. It's like 850 horsepower.
Yeah, let's try and show him a little bit.
Oh, all right. He's gonna hook it up for us
They
so we
want
can
to
see.
see.
Are you done already? Hopefully you're not taking this off to put it back on again.
I am.
Oh no!
But the people want to see, they gotta know.
So yeah, this is cool. Super short charge pipe. Right here. That way it's less likely to blow off and you get quick spooling. That's a wild manifold too. Dude, Hypertune manifold. Then he's got a sweet little Wiggins guy on here. That's a nice looking 2J. XRP too, ballin'. Lightweightness. Sparkly turbo. What is that? EFR what?
9174. So
Big,
it's
big boy.
67.8 millimeter.
How much boost do you run?
Actually, I'm only running 21 pounds to make like 815, and then the highest setting would I have to go to 34 pounds to make 928, but that's kind of pushing everything. So
It makes way more torque that way though, huh?
yeah, but then we don't want to. That I'll use at certain tracks.
He's got Wise Crab suspension with some wise ass links.
Wise crab walk.
But what's cool is he's got this cup here, and I've not seen anybody in the drift industry do this yet for a sway bar end link. So you can run a sway bar on his Wise Fab. It also looks like he has quite a bit of Ackerman, so it would be towed out a little bit at angle and less crab walk. That's sick. Where does that thing hit full boost at?
It's like 32.
Really?
So it's pretty good. The EFR is like so light in the back part of the, like the the rear impeller wheel is gamma titanium, so like I don't know how to describe it like without saying like on off. When normally a turbo like takes a second to come back to life,
just hits
it
immediately.
comes back good.
Super responsive.
I like it a lot. Yeah.
We're gonna walk around your shop and see some things.
Go check it out.
I will. He's working on it right here, getting everything going. Little HGK love, little BMW and Supra, the inline 6 Warriors. This is Osbo's old car, right? Or no? Yeah. It's 2J. Little old school turbo setup. It's got a Borg Warner on it now. Right-hand drive. Pretty sick little wide body on there too. It's got like a T101 gearbox. This is his fun car, 2J. I don't know if it's the same turbo. It's a little bit smaller. Yeah, it's got some more wise crab on there. It works though when you have it set up properly. Simpler car. It's factory steering column, big Rad Industries handbrake. Sick little setup here. Then we have a 350Z up here, which looks like it has an LS in it. He's working on. You guys can see nice fluid amper there. Looks like it's pretty serious. It looks like it has PBM suspension, stance coilovers, some long tubes. Simple bash bar setup. Oh, look at this. This must be for like a beams motor or something. Some long tube headers. It's pretty equal length. There's a spare pair of quick change set up there. And here's a 1J. Old like Celica. Some fender mirrors, that's cool. Some bubble flares. Chelsea style. Simple Rad, looks like it's gonna have AC too. So that'll be an interesting swap. S14 up here, pretty clean build. I'm just gonna assume it has a JZ in it. I cannot see. It does have a JZ in it. It's an RB. Oh, it's an RB? Yeah. Oh, I just looked at, oh yeah, duh, the exhaust is on this side. So it's an RB in this one with like, it looks like a 35R. Oh, maybe bigger. Can't even tell. And then over on the real side of the shop, there's two BMWs over here. Neither of which probably have BMW motors. I think this car had an RB in it, which is like a boat anchor, but the car has a lot of fancy stuff on it. It's like for racing purposes only. Has lots of camber and silly wide body. Interesting. But it looks like a really good build, and it's got all the right parts. Except these little blue things right there. Those are silly and overpriced and not that good. Here's an E90 they're putting together, or E92. He's doing a cage in it right now, I guess. Or no, working on a oil can for the dry sump.
Putting the old cover over it.
There you go. Oh, look at that fancy little tin work. They use looks like an SSR wheel cover as a steering wheel cover. That's cool. And it's got a LS in it. Oh no. Rear mount radiator in the back and a fuel cell build. So it's coming together. Rotary. Sick. 2-rotor. Interesting. Looks like it's going to be maybe a blow-through setup on it. Or is this just a joke?
Count the rotors.
Is it a 3-rotor? Oh, it is a 3-rotor. Oh man, that's.
Rotors one more time.
Is it a 4-rotor?
It's a 4.
Oh my god. I could only see the first half of it.
And then it's
Holy shit.
It's got one of these.
Damn, Samson-esque gearbox.
And it's got one of
4-rotor. Tubbed. This thing is insanity.
A Winters.
And a quick change.
And a rear mount radiator.
Jesus.
But
It's so funny because when you look right here, you're like, oh, like two-rotor motor. Like you can only see the two exhaust ports there, and then the dual rotor intake
It's
style.
101
And then you're like,
millimeter turbo.
Holy cow!
So
Big boy turbo.
that won't sit exactly like that, but we got a lot of work.
That's a big turbo if you have a crane holding it up.
But this is a street car.
So it's gonna be individual throttle body, four-rotor.
I don't know if that'll work yet. He like wants to try and do it, but we might have to change that. And this is like a
I would be
crazy
concerned about
project.
the runner length being different here.
Yeah, there's a lot of concern of this whole thing, and he was looking into getting a different one, but that's on there right now. We don't.
That's a long runner. That's crazy.
This whole car is like really crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. That cage design's wild too.
Yeah. I wish I had the key so I could open that. I don't know where the key is. This back is cool thing.
Double A arm set up in there. Rotary, bro. That's not how you spell cheap car to build. Oh yeah, and the radiator's here. Sick.
Yeah, we'll make it look cool later.
Hell yeah. This is the back runners for it right here, maybe?
Yeah, well, he was gonna have
Two
a
ends?
twin turbo, and he changed it now.
He's just all over
So
the place, huh?
he's changed it a couple times.
Well, that's pretty wild. Look at this. It is welded the shock mount right on the frame. Looks like an RX-8 rear shock mount.
It is.
Oh, okay.
What the heck? How do you know that so
I do a lot of suspension stuff that's ignorant.
Last question. What makes you rad?
What makes me rad? Well, that sounds like a conceited answer no matter what I say.
Just say it. They want to hear it.
What makes me rad? Well, I pretty much just drive like a maniac all the time. And I feel like if you're going to do something, do it right and do it hard. And that's what it's about. So
That's why everyone likes to watch you. 'Cause
Yeah,
of
for
that.
sure, man. It's all, I mean, really, like, if we were here doing this and we weren't rad, it would just be boring.
Yeah.
And then the sport would not be cool.
You and Mad Mike and Matt Field inspire me to just, like, dude, I'm
Drive
like,
like a maniac.
yeah, as hard as I can drive and then harness it back from the wall. Sometimes I'm going to total my car, but
Yep.
I'll fix it.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, that's what it's about. Like immediately, like, when I go to the track, first lap out, I'm like, feel the car, make sure everything's working. Second lap, find every wall. And then third lap, hopefully put it together and put a good qualifying lap down. And then from there, I refine each spot with my spotter to make it perfect. So, yeah, it's all about just driving like a maniac.
I might have to ask you for help sometimes, be like, hey, pointers?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Okay.
Whatever you need, man.
Thanks, man. Well, that's the interview with Chelsea. Hope you guys liked it. Now you get to know a little bit more about him. If you didn't know, thanks for doing this, Chelsea.
Yeah, man, for sure. All
All right,
right,
guys.
See ya.
Later.